Good morning, people. Good morning. How are you? The time now is about 2:04 a.m. that I'm doing this video, and this will be another general reading for my Virgos. Okay. Moving forward for the end of March, moving forward into April. Virgos, you kind of are going through you're feeling yourself being tugged on from many different emotional energies, you know what I'm saying? Where because really I don't even like to bring up past people. I really don't. I get tired of talking about past people and obstacles, right? Because this person that you dealt with in the past, which is crazy, because the only reason why this person is really somewhat tugging on you is because they were upset with their own situations that they got going on the outside of you that doesn't really have nothing to do with you. You understand what I'm saying? The only reason why they are tugging on you like they're tugging on you is because when you two were together in the past and during those positive moments, we as Virgos, right? We as Virgos, we tend to we nurture and we heal. We're very protective, and we try to provide. We're good at providing and making our other person, whenever we're in a relationship where we become committed and we obligate ourselves to that commitment, we tend to give our all as Virgos. So we are very good when it comes to healing and nurturing, that other person. And so because your past person is going through their own storms where they're going through their own turbulence, trial and error and tribulations that they kind of brought upon themselves, right now they're just kind of looking and seeking someone to heal them, because in the past when you two were together on and off, they were able to come to you and you would probably be there to rescue them, where you would let them in and you would comfort them and you would be like the pillow for them to lay on. But you grew up and you woke up and you got a wake-up call where you later, discovered reality that what you was doing was actually an illusion, because it was like you were pretending to play house with somebody and you was pretending like, y'all was a married couple, almost like you was the wife and he was the husband, and you wanted to show your love to this person, that you was really willing to commit yourself to this person, and so you was willing to go all out the way and do whatever it took to make this person comfortable and to make this person feel completely safe and wanted being with you. And that person misses that affection that you gave them. And what happened was that they kind of blame you in a way because they tried so hard to replace you, but they wasn't, at the time they couldn't commit to you because they was committed to somebody else, and they wasn't looking for a commitment. They were just looking for somebody to comfort them at that moment, because at the time when you was dealing with them, they may have been dealing with other issues on the side, whether it was a wife or a husband or a baby mama, baby daddy. And so whenever they was having conflict at home, they would always come run to you, and you would be there with open doors. But then once you grew up and grew out of that and made a positive change for yourself, you later learned what your true worth was and your true value was. And so you kind of shut the door on your past, because you learned that you were bigger and better than that you deserved better. And you started gathering closer to spirit, where you begin to turn away from your past obstacles that didn't no longer serve you. And so basically you've been having your angels guiding you and protecting you and healing you and strengthening you and nursing you back to health. And so that, you could regain conscious of the things that you need to do for you. Meanwhile, this person who you dealt with in the past, they're going through their own storms right now where they pretty much brought all their own mess upon themselves, and it has nothing to do with you whatsoever, because they're probably going through some type of obstacles with the person who they've been with, whether, again, like I said, it could be a wife, husband, baby mama, baby daddy sort of thing, and they probably got themselves caught up in some BS. And so now the walls have come tumbling down where they lay their head at. And now their so-called happy home is no longer happy, and it is broken, which is was already broken from the begin with. Because even when they came to you, their situation was already unbalanced, but they made it even worse. And so basically the walls came tumbling down, and now your person is feeling all alone and isolated. So now your person is feeling trapped because they brought upon their own tower moment, because they've been living with their own demons pretty much. You understand what I'm saying? And they've been dealing with their own shadow side, living in fear when it comes to facing the truth, because they kept so many secrets hidden, not just from you, but from the person who they was with. And it was like they went around wearing this false mask, to some people where they seemed like, everything was straight. They put on this front like they were good to go. They had it going on. You know what I'm saying? They didn't need nobody. They had several options. And now all that shit done came tumbling down. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like all the shit they once upon a had, it ain't there no more. They shit done caught up with them. So now they feeling backstabbed and betrayed. And now they're losing sleep because they got themselves caught up in a whole nother three-party situation, which has nothing to do with you. Okay, so now here they are miserable, they're sad, they're bitter, they're remorseful, and now, they don't want to let you know how they really feel. You understand what I'm saying? Because they know they did you wrong and they shitted on you. So now they being shit on, and now they're feeling the karma. You understand? And so now, because of all the times when they was going through, you was pretty much the only one who they was able to drain you spiritually, where they was able to drain you mentally and emotionally, and they was able to take your energy from you and steal your energy in order for them to regain strength. But since you two have been apart, they haven't been able to connect with you like you want, because you pulled your energy back. You no longer feed them. You no longer text them, call them, none of that. You don't give them none of your time, your energy whatsoever. So therefore, there's nothing for them to withdraw from. There's nothing for them to steal from you. You understand what I'm saying? But now they got a wake-up call. Now they see what they had when they had you, because they were so busy trying to replace you that they end up kicking themselves in the ass. And now they're feeling stupid and low because they could have had something special with you, but they're living in guilt. And they don't know how to come out of that guilt. And that guilt has got them eating shit up. You understand what I'm saying? So they're carrying that guilt and that remorse. And it's making it hard for them to handle it because they have no place to run to, no place to hide, nobody to talk to, nobody who really knows them like you know them. And they know they can't come to you any kind of way because you're done. You're not dealing with no more broken promises and no more lies and bullshit in the seat. You're not going to allow anybody to come back into your life and use you as just a rebound situation. And you're not going to let nobody come in empty-handed, trying to drain you all because of their own bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? You outgrew that. You outgrew your past and you made a 360 positive change moving forward. You understand? And this person is now starting to see, damn, they kind of feel like, well, they see you moving toward the light. They see that you're no longer trapped in darkness. And so there's conflict between your energy and their energy. There's conflict between your spirit and their spirit because their spirit is still somewhat caught up in the world energy in the past, where they're fighting their own demons. You done got past your demons. You done got past your old lifestyle, the old repeated pattern cycles, the things that you probably used to do, the drinking, the smoking, the clubbing, the hanging out with multiple different people. That's not you no more. And see, this person is still dealing with that because this person, like they thrive off of the energy of other people, So they're used to going out and being able to drain anybody's energy because that's what it takes for them to get back up. You know what I'm saying? It's like being a vampire. In order for a vampire to continue thriving and moving forward, a vampire needs blood. So a vampire wasted a wee hours of the night to come out and suck the blood dry out of somebody. So that's the type of person you dealt with in the past. This person is like a vampire. They would get up and travel from different people, pillar to post, and drain the blood out of people just so they can get the power they need to heal. And so this person is wanting to come to you to drain the blood out of you so they can regain some type of conscience, because right now they're confused, they're lost, they feel they're stuck and trapped in their own shit. And there's nobody for them to drain because everybody who they drained from the past done caught on to their bullshit. And so now they're fighting your energy because they know that when it comes to the main energy that they really need is you, because they see you as being someone who's powerful. They know you're gifted. They are aware of your intuition. They are aware of the 3D spiritual connection that they used to have with you. So they know that you are really connected to spirit. You understand what I'm saying? So they know that the one person who can save them is you, but spirit's not going to let you do that because this person is not healed. You understand what I'm saying? And spirit don't want this person coming back into your life, interfering with your progress because you're still going through transformation. And so spirit is trying to block this person from coming near you because this person got demons inside them. And spirit don't want this person coming in trying to drop their eggshells, their bad negative eggshells upon you, trying to get you caught back up on the flesh because you're really no longer in the flesh, but your flesh is still somewhat weak because some of you may be celibate. And so because you're celibate and you're single and you've been without a relationship for quite some time, you are still somewhat vulnerable, even though spirit is protecting your vulnerability. But this one person, you used to be so weak when it came to this one person, even though you healed from the situation itself. Spirit is like, this person is not well right now, and this person is broken. And Virgo, some of us as being empaths and us being a healer and a light worker and nurturing and wanting to be there to fix other people, we can't fix this person. This person has to be willing to fix themselves and do the footsteps like it took you going through your own footsteps and your own recovery and working on your own progress. So this person hasn't done any of the work that they need to do to really heal themselves and recover themselves. And so instead of doing the right work that they need to do for themselves, they're trying to cheat. They're trying to come to you and gain your strength rather than seek the way, the correct way, and seek a higher power. So now you're guarded, right? And so because you're guarded, this person is looking at their other options like, well, if they can't have you, let them see what else they can do. And so they're trying to figure out now, if they can't come knocking on your door, whose door can they go knocking on? You understand? And they're realizing that when they go knocking on them other doors, those are going to be the same repeated doors from the past. You know what I'm saying? So they really don't want to mess with those doors, but they feeling like they don't have no other choice since you're not willing to open the door and let them in. So now they're trying to figure out whose door can they walk in if they can't walk in yours. So really they're still stuck and back on square one. Because like I said, it's like a energy vampire where they need flesh. They need affection. If they can't get that love, that flesh and affection of being vulnerable with someone who they could open up to, they're never going to heal correctly because they keep going through the same thing over and over and over again. and it's only going to keep bringing them back to square one. So they're feeling kind of withdrawn from you because they're kind of already aware that you are aware of what they're going through. And so because you are aware what they're already going through, it's like it's making them look themselves in the mirror like, damn, they can't believe you have this amazing gift and this amazing power that you could pretty much read them and read them their own bullshit. you know but moving right along, because like I said, I get tired of talking about this past person, but I just wanted you to know what's going on. The reason why you're being pulled on is because this person is dealing with some of their own obstacles, and so they're pulling on you because they're trying to figure out how can they help themselves. So it has nothing to do with you. They just want to come in and drain you and bleed you dry so that they can get some of your energy and strength and recoup because they see you as a like Superman had to come get, rebuild his energy. This person sees you as an energy resource, not because they love you or they want to be with you, just because they want to build back up their energy. Okay, but moving along, let's talk about this new person, because some of you also dealing with a new person. Okay? And with this new person is also kind of pulling on your energy. So you're dealing with someone who you've been kind of talking to off and on, the new person. And this new person is also like attracted to you. And this new person is wanting to have like a relationship with you. And this new person feel like it's a challenge for them to like really get you to open up to them, and like it's a challenge for you to want to be in a relationship with them. And they probably have already shared this with you, and they probably already confessed to you that they see you as being different and unique, because in the past they used to get any woman that they want to get, but when it comes to you, you're different when it comes to this new person. And so this new person is not understanding why it is you're not just jumping to them and leaping to them. And you pretty much explain to them, your past situation, the reason why you're not jumping and leaping, because you've already been there, done that, did that. And they get that part, they understand. But then you got your guard up to them also, and you got a wall up with them also. And so the new person is trying to like really figure you out. And the new person has already pretty much told you they're not gonna wait forever. And you really don't care because you're single. You have no plan to jump into a commitment relationship right now. But the new person is kind of like not understanding it quite. You understand what I'm saying? So spirit is guarding you there with that also, because that new person is looking at them as being attracted to you, and they really want to be with you too physically, but you're not ready for that right now. And spirit is guarding you with that situation too, because if you were to give yourself to that person would kind of become obsessed with you if you were to be intimate with them, where that person would feel like y'all was together and all that. They would really want they would expect for you to spend like a whole lot of time with them and all this and that. And you really don't have that because you're trying to focus on yourself. And you pretty much have already shared that information to the new person. You understand? So you are dealing with somebody new who sees you and views you as a challenge. And yes, this new person is trying to pursue you. And they're not going to stop because they feel like there's something there that's special that you and them have, that they feel like they have a chance to be with you, and they're hoping that you will give in to them and allow them the time and give them the chance to be with you. But again, it's not that you don't want nobody new in your life. You know what I'm saying, Virgo? Because you do want somebody new in your life, but you want somebody who kind of got themselves together when it comes to stability and being financially able to take care of themselves. Because it's not that you have a problem when it comes to love and companionship and friendship and kindness, because you know, Virgos, we don't mind. We're good at that. But we need somebody who's up on their own A game. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to deal with somebody who is not financially stable on your same level. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to pick up nobody else's burden or baggage. Not saying you're being selfish, but because in the past you always dealt with where you was the breadwinner. In the past when when you was caught up in those wrong relationships, because in your past relationships didn't have nothing to do with stability. Your past relationships had to do with flesh. Some of you, like I said, you've been settling for quite some time. So therefore, during your going through this transformation, you have connected the spirit. So you're so strong in spirit right now that you have kind of released the flesh. And so you're not really vulnerable and weak to it. For you, it would just be a moment thing where, if you did it, you did it. But as a Virgo, you don't want nobody trying to block your path. You understand? And you don't want nobody also hindering your progress when it comes to connecting with spirit and growing spiritually. So as Virgo, we are more spiritual. You understand what I'm saying? We connect to Mother Nature. So you may be dealing with the air sign when it comes to a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, something like that. And then you may in the past deal with an earth sign, another Virgo like yourself, or Taurus or Capricorn. Because you got these people pulling on your energy. And you kind of just want somebody who's on the same level as yourself. You want somebody like you don't want to be the breadwinner, but instead you want somebody who's on that same level where you can meet each other 100%. You know what I'm saying? 50-50, 100% both ways. You don't want it to be, 30-70 or 20-80. You understand what I'm saying? You want somebody who can meet you completely solid. Where if something were to happen, like an emergency situation, and this person got sick, but they didn't have health insurance coverage to cover them, then that would come out of your pocket. You understand what I'm saying? Where you are already taking care of yourself, and you may have a family and kids that you got to take care of. So therefore, you can't afford to add somebody else to you're already striving for yourself and healing yourself and getting yourself together. And here you are sitting trying to make progress for yourself. You don't have time to deal with deadbeats or burdens. Not saying a new person's a deadbeat or a burden. You just don't have time to take on that extra baggage. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're still carrying some baggage on your own that you're trying to release. So you're going through a spiritual transformation, and this new person may not understand that, and you don't have time to be having to sit back and train somebody and teach somebody who's already grown. You don't want to feel obligated to having to tell somebody else what it is they need to do for themselves, because you're working on you. And so, but this new person don't understand that. They're just looking at you as being attractive, wanting to be with you. And you're like, nah, you can't do that right now, because this person may not have the same type of job you do or the same type of insurance you do. You may be working salary. They may have some type of piece of part-time job, but it's not like you. You may have benefits, 401k, and this other person don't. You understand what I'm saying? So you may have life insurance and they don't. You may have accidental health, all that vision, dental, all that good stuff, and they don't. So they kind of see you as being a little better than them, and so it kind of makes them feel somewhat insecure. And they know they don't have what you have, but they have their kindness and generosity and little things that they try to do to help you, to show you that they really care about you. But us Virgos, we tend to look at the bigger picture. I mean, we appreciate the smaller things and the finer things, but we tend to look at the more important, bigger picture. We look at the outcome, where if we were to get ourselves connected to somebody else, in the long term, what is it that, this other situation where we would connect to and tie ourselves to it in the long term, what do we gain from it if we're the ones who's making the stronger sacrifice and this other person's not really able to bring nothing to the table financially where they can even really help themselves? Where if they can't help themselves, then there's no way they're going to be able to help us, right? So that's where the conflict comes in at between you and the new person. And you don't want to be disrespectful or, and you probably done broke that to them. You're not trying to hurt their feelings. But, you're not really trying to get involved with this new person like that, so you're going to end up distancing yourself, and you're probably going to go on hermit mode this week, this following weekend. You're going to go to hermit mode, and you're going to shut down, and you're going to take some time to yourself, because right now everybody's pulling and tugging on you, where everybody kind of wants your attention, and you're like, you just don't have time to be dealing with all these people coming at you. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody's coming at you left, right? Kids, these people from the past. And then you got new people who's find themselves attracted to you, but you're like, I can't deal with it. And so you're getting ready to go on hermit mode, and it's kind of like close the doors on everybody. You're not going to answer the phone to nobody. You're going to kind of shut everybody else so that you can get clarity for what you're going through, and to try to work on you and take time for you. So that's what I see, moving forward. You know what I'm saying, Virgo? So that's what you're kind of going through for the end of this month. And this has been like a long reading. I didn't even mean for it to be this deep into detail, but Spirit wanted you to know what you was dealing with. Okay, Virgo? So I'm going to let you go now. Love and God bless, because I'm not even feeling well. I'm at work. My throat, my allergies is really kicking my butt. I took some vitamins and some allergy medicine. I'm getting ready to make me some tea and hopefully take me some Tylenol or something, because I don't know, my throat is acting up. So I'm praying to God that all of this is allergies. But I'm going to end this reading. It's been real. This is your girl, Virgo Goddess Medium. Thanks for joining my channel. If this story resonate with you, if this reading, please feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. And again, thank you for joining me. God bless.